Hi everyone, welcome back to MC. Hi everyone, welcome back to MCM Outdoors. I'm laughing because I've just got out the car, come onto this path and then fallen down a ditch. It was quite funny. Sadly there was no one around to witness it. Welcome to the woods, the woodland, a nice relaxing woodland, mixed, bit of deciduous, bit of pine. And I've come out to do a hammock camp. It's the first time I've done a proper hammock camp in a while, and I've been sent some new equipment to test out by One Wind Outdoors. So it's a new hammock and also an underquilt. I've never used an underquilt before. I'm not really sure how you set it up, so that should be interesting, having a go. Now obviously they're designed for colder weather and we're in the middle of summer, but I haven't brought a very good sleeping bag, so my thinking is that the underquilt will keep me warm, and you know, just out of interest anyway, just to set it up and see how it goes. So yes, should be nice, relaxing. Got a few beers, nothing major on this one, and I'm looking forward to a lovely relaxing hammock camp in the woods. My storm alert has just gone off, so that's a bit of an ominous sign, especially in view of the last camp, which was a pretty horrendous washout. I'm going to put this camera away until I've got to somewhere where I'm happy that we're going to set the hammock up, and we'll go from there. Right, speak to you in a bit. So I've got the ridge line up. It's just a simple, continuous ridge line made out of Dyneema. That's from Henge Hammocks. I've had that many years. It's done me well. In terms of tarp, just going with this by DD. 3 by 3 meters, perfect square, 3 meter square. I'm gonna get this over and then get it tensioned out, and then guy it out. You can probably hear a bit of traffic noise. I'm not too far away from civilization, but that's just how it is on this one, so you'll have to bear with. It's just to test out the hammock, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Pretty simple, just go out the corners. It's pretty soft ground here, so I might have to fashion some of my own pegs from something a little bit more sturdy. Nice 3 by 3 meter tarp. Good thing about this is, if and when the heavens open, because that's what's forecast, obviously just get under here, bring your bag in, and no matter what happens outside, we're nice and dry. We've got this lovely, like, sterile area. So that's what I like about hammock camping. If the floor, for example, now in the last video, got absolutely soaked and saturated, well, we're up off the ground. So that is the beauty of hammock camping. It's not flat here anyway, so you wouldn't want to be putting a tent here. So again, that's one of the benefits of sleeping in a hammock. Let's have a look at this new bit of kit. If it does start raining, I'll bring all the equipment under that tarp. But I was very kindly sent this. Now passed the test because it's something I'm going to use. It's a new hammock by a company called One Wind Outdoors. I'll leave links to this in the video description. But the good thing about the stuff sack is it's open either end. So the theory is, I'm going to try it out in a minute. Once you put the tree huggers on, or the tree straps, of which there are 2, one each end, you can feed the hammock out from one end and just pull it, and it will come out of the bag. It's not going on the wet ground, almost like a bit of a snake coming out from the bag. That's what we're going to do. Instead of whoopee slings, it's got these buckles on it. We're going to see how that system works, but first things first, I'm going to get the tree huggers on and go from there. That's both tree huggers on. They're nice and generous in terms of the length, just if you've got wider trees, which I've got a shorter pair. Suffered some problems on my last camp because of that. It was just the fact that the tree huggers were too short for the width of the tree. But all we need to do now is locate our buckle, which is on one end of the hammock. It doesn't matter which way around you do it. I'm going to go up through there where my finger is and down the other side. Now I can't demonstrate it one-handed, but I'll show you when we're done. Literally threading that through this buckle, and then under its own weight, when you apply weight to it, it's going to cinch that up, and that's going to arrest it and make sure it doesn't slip, and you can easily adjust the height of the hammock. Let's have a go. Now I am going to have to play around and adjust this. But you just walk backwards with the hammock. It will pull out of the stuff sack, and then we'll go and do the same on the other side. Well, I have to admit, I am. And I'm not just saying it. Again, with anything I've been sent, I don't have to say. I don't get a brief, I can say what I want. So this came with these tree huggers, good quality, nice elastic loops for this situation, so you haven't got the excess dangling down to the ground. This buckle system's great. To raise this end, just pull on that. To lower it, just slide the toggle back and release some of that cordage. You've got this integrated bug net, and you step up and get into the hammock. You can take that off if you don't want it, but it's there. Got a draw cord, toggle on one side, same on the other, so you can put it wherever you want. Just try and fasten it back up one-handed. It really is good quality, and I wasn't sure initially. I thought, I'm not sure how it's going to be. You know, you get contacted, you think, is this just mass-produced tat? You know, I've no idea how it's going to be, and it's good. It's got its own Dyneema ridgeline as well. The hammock's got its own ridgeline, so there's the Tarp ridgeline, the hammock, and the hammock ridgeline, which you can tighten, which affects the lay of the hammock. If you tighten it up, make it shorter, the hammock will sag more. If you loosen it off, the hammock can stretch along more. There's all sorts. I'm not going into the debate about the perfect lay of the hammock. What Shug Emery is the hammock expert, but you know, it's made me realise how much I miss hammock camping. So inside here we've got a little, I'll tell you what, let's get in. Let's get in, shall we? It's absolutely rock solid. Now it's only single layer. You do double layered ones, but once we're in here, you're nicely protected by the bug mesh. It's really good quality. I'll put all the specs below. It's decent material. I'll be honest, the material feels better than on my DD frontline hammock, and I'm being honest there. So there you go. You've got this little pouch, I don't know what you call it really, for storing items on the hammock ridgeline. You've got a little mini loop on its own bit of a prusik knot just there, which you can hang a lantern on. That's what I'm going to be doing later on. And I have to say, let's get this bug net out of the way. It's really stable and it's absolutely lovely. I'm absolutely made up with it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sitting on the flaming bug mesh. I mean, that is a necessity for this time of year. There's all sorts of creatures from the forest galore, but yeah. And you adjust the ridge line. It's up behind me with so it's basically like a whoopee sling. So you've seen how they work on other videos. If you haven't, It's just the materials loop through itself. So yeah, absolutely cracking bit of kit. I'm impressed with it. The only thing which maybe could be improved is obviously it's only single layer, so you know, your mat and stuff like that, you're gonna have to sleep on it, but it's not an issue because you've got an underquilt. So what I'm going to do is make all the final adjustments, make sure I'm really happy, and then that's done then. And then I'm going to have a look at the underquilt and see how that is. I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay folks, this is it with the underquilt setup. Wasn't too bad. Comes with another carabiner, these elasticated pull cords. It looks more complicated than it is. You just attach the carabiners near your cinch buckles or through your cinch buckle, and then put some tension on these, and as you can see, that wraps around the hammock. When you lie down, you're nice and surrounded by this cozy down. The technical specs of this one are pretty warm. I think it goes down to something ridiculous in terms of the minus comfort rating, so it's clearly going to be overkill tonight. But you've got these little plastic D-rings at various intervals if you wish to hook it onto your hammock ridge line, again just to give it a bit more support and rigidity. Really, it's a little bit more of a fiddle to get in because you've obviously got to move that down and out of the way and then climb in through the bug net, which you could obviously remove if you want, and then get into your hammock. Now, I'm probably not going to need this underquilt tonight. It's going to be massively overkill, but I might just sleep in it with no sleeping bag and see how I get on. That might be a good test for it, I think, so I'll probably do that. If I get cold in the night, I can just get my sleeping bag out. But it's superb. I've had a nice little lie down. You instantly feel a difference. It's like sitting with a lovely down jacket on, because as you lie down into your hammock, you press against the underquilt. You know, it's got that elastic tension on it, pulling it up into you, so it's good. Feels like it's getting a bit dark. It's not even that late, it's only 10 to 6. Nice and cozy in there, I'll be honest. Absolutely could just fall asleep. But if I go to sleep now, I won't sleep throughout the night. I'm a rubbish sleeper anyway. I'll just tell you about some of the beers we've got. We haven't got very many. We've got that Roaster Coaster collab between Brewdog and Evil Twin Brewing, and another Brewdog Laser Quest Marshmallow and Pineapple Hazy IPA. So that sounds very nice. We'll go into this bag, which is one of my favourites. I don't use it that often. It's by Fjallraven, one of my favourite brands. I can't really buy any more at the moment. I will not go into a tale of woe as to the reasons why, but it's, you know, you can adapt it by adding these side pockets. I've reviewed it. It's well back in the channel if you're interested in it. But you've got all this bungee cord, all these elastic webbing points just to add, and yeah, put more pockets on it. It's a Singy 48 and it's great for storing beer. There we go, that's our final beer. It's just a lovely IPA. I like the can on that, look at that, it's nice, isn't it? It's like Tetris bricks. So yeah, that's the beers. Oh god, that's the beers. A nice ambient light for us later on tonight. So yeah, and then I've just got one of the dehydrated meal sachets, the pasta carbonara. There's not much to do, and that's why it's good. I've not bought no book. I've just had a little flick around on my phone for a bit, and I'm just gonna, Listen to how quiet it is now. That's what it's all about. I say that, I can hear people laughing down there. Right, the midges are out. I'm gonna pass another half an hour or so and then maybe think about boiling up some water for tea. Using the new fill light, I'm going to try out a new beer which I've never had before. This Mallow Laser Quest Marshmallow and Pineapple Hazy IPA, 6%, so an arcade of fruited flavour. Let me just show you the can. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the appearance of it, the can. Let's get into it. Oh, give away my position. Oh, that smells lovely. Oh, smells like a hazy IPA. That is really nice. It's like the OG triple hazy, but with a touch of sweetness, and it does taste like, you know, the smell when you open a bag of marshmallows. It smells like that, and it actually tastes like that. Look it out for the creatures of the woods. Saw a few deer before on my way in. No idea what type they were. Couldn't resist. But yeah, I'm just going to sit and enjoy this. Got some cheese to have. I'm not going to have that meal. I'm not that hungry, to be honest. It just started raining lightly. Very nice, cosy and atmospheric. Brilliant. Right folks, just had a nice relaxing hour sipping this, catching up with a few bits and bobs. Just thought I'd touch on this, to be honest. A couple of people have mentioned, well, I've mentioned in previous videos, and well, I can't go into detail, but hopefully all will become clear one day. My life has been completely and utterly turned upside down as of the 2nd of February 2020, and it's still not fixed. It's awful, absolutely awful. It's coincided great with the old CV situation and the lockdown. I'm clearly being sarcastic there, but you know, a couple of people have mentioned on some videos, you know, look a little bit down. I have to say, if you knew the situation, I don't want pity. It's just something I'm dealing with, to be honest. The great outdoors is a massive help and a good distraction from, let me say, utter hell. My close friends know about it, and Tony, obviously my mates, outside of the YouTube community and my family. So yes, it's horrendous, but why am I saying it? Well, just because it's been going on for a while. It's always there. It's not going to be over anytime soon, and utterly heartbreaking. Yeah, it will be fixed hopefully soon, and all will become clear. But I suppose, you know, when you look at other people and look at what they write about the outdoors and what they get from it and things like that, you know, I can relate to that. You know, I find it relaxing. I have a stressful job, so this is balances things out for me. But then when you add on the sheer hell that's going on in my life at the moment, the outdoors again is just a bit of escapism, really. That's what it is, escapism. You come here, you don't have to speak to anyone, just get out the way of it all, and you know, like all you hear is the sounds of the forest and birds and rivers in the distance. So it's good. I suppose people that watch this as well, they know what, you know what you get from the outdoors. Those that know. Some people don't like it, do they? They don't like coming outdoors, getting wet, getting muddy, getting rained on, which is fine, isn't it? Because we're all different. I'm certainly one of these people that I love the outdoors. That's pretty obvious, isn't it, to people that watch this? But yeah, absolutely love it. But yes, very tough times, and the channel's been a massive help. I just say that as well, like a massive distraction. Some people know about it. Some people have reached out and asked, and I've said what I can. But you know, coming out, escapism, and then coming back with the follow-on tasks of video editing, putting it all together, uploading it to YouTube, doing all the stuff that goes along with it. It's getting me through. So thanks to everyone that comments on the videos, that interacts, likes, you know, means a lot, and you'll know how much it means one day when you're aware of what's gone on. So yeah, got a little bit left in this one. It's getting a little bit cold now, and I've got this little tiny mountain warehouse flaming wicking top on. So I think I will possibly get the sleeping bag out. Probably have one more beer. It's 2 left, might have one more. And that will do me. And I'll be retiring for the night in this lovely forest. Speak to you in a bit. Right, I had to turn that off quite suddenly then, because a load of voices went past on the lower path. So yeah, spooky times. I'm going to go lights out, and I will see you in the morning. And I'm pleased to announce that I've just had a quick chat with Ant. He's going to be joining me, and he's kindly offered to make full English breakfast. That's a lot nicer than my breakfast bar and coffee. So I've taken him up on that offer, and I will see Ant and you guys in the morning. Good night. Who's this? It's the Yeti.
Wow.
Good spot, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely, mate. Yeah. I'm not. Our camp is literally just over there. We can go.
So, obviously, the bushcrafter is here. We're just collecting some. Even though it's been a really wet night, I mean, Ant's told me that you get bits that are hanging off the ground, bits that have snapped off, bit of deadfall, and it's being caught in the branches, and it's up and off the wet ground. So we've got some of that. There's got lovely breakfast supplies. Got the saw. Gonna get a bit of fire lighting on the go. Nice little unexpected end to the video because we didn't expect this. I was gonna have a cup of coffee and a flaming Cadbury's breakfast bar.
We can't let him go away just on that, can we?
Yeah.
We need to feed him up.
So
Get him ready for his travels home.
yeah.
So this stuff I saw off. I mean, yeah, it's a living tree, but these are dead.
Yeah, it's
They're
dead.
not going to grow anymore, and it's bone dry inside. So
Nice bit of pine.
yeah, that's exactly what you need. If it's been wet, if it's been like a wet night, then this is your stuff that you want. I mean, look at that, it's totally bone dry in there. So we can break that up nicely, and that fire will get going, no problem. Yeah, literally just shredded they were. So that's us now. So let's stick it in this bird's nest. This baby will go up, no problem. Whoop. There we go.
Hey.
That's it. That's got it.
Right, we're going to sit and enjoy this hearty breakfast, and then I'll say goodbye and we'll wrap this one up. Right folks, just showing the leave no trace principles as always. That's where the fire was, there's no sign of that. This is where the hammock was, between these trees, no marks on the trees and nothing other than some trampled pine needles. Thanks very much for Ant for that cracking breakfast, really appreciate that. If you like this one, as always, give it a quick thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next adventure. Anyone that's on Facebook, you're welcome to, if you want, come and check out the MCM Outdoors. So the GoPro battery just ran out. So as I was saying, if you're on Facebook, come and join the MCM Outdoors. If you want Facebook group, loads of like-minded people who enjoy the great outdoors, share pictures and get some tips and advice. And finally, any Instagram users, check out MCM Outdoors on Instagram. Once again, thank you very much from Ant, for Ant Survived the Night, for coming along and cooking such a really nice breakfast. It was certainly better than a Cadbury's brunch bar. I'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.